Happy New Year to all of you CFM, and bid you welcome to 2023. If you haven't thought about your goals for this year, this is a great time to do it. I'm not real big on New Year's resolutions, but I am big on thinking about the trajectory of your life, and the things that you do repeatedly are what create that trajectory. So if all it is showing up to the gym and putting in a solid effort, that is the number one thing that I think is a powerful agent of change in your life, is finding something and being consistent about it. So let's dive right into the week, into the year. We're going to do a tune-up workout today for this first Monday in January because we have a hot benchmark coming tomorrow. If you know who she is, you should pay careful attention to what we do today, okay? So let's begin with 2 rounds through jumping jacks. So give me 20 reps of those, then grab a PVC pipe and do some PVC pass-throughs. Work on keeping those elbows straight as you go up over the top of your head. On the very last one, do a nice, long, slow, eccentric overhead squat. Take your time getting all the way down. No rushing, no bouncing, right? Just stretching all the way down, okay? After that, we're gonna get 30 seconds on each side doing a side plank reach through. So this is the basic position of the side plank with my elbow on the ground. If you need to use a pad underneath you, you can. We're going for this up high, reaching to the sky position, down, reaching the arm all the way through. Try to get your elbows on top of one another and then reach back. We're just rotating like so for 30 seconds on each arm, all right? When you get through with that, then 30 seconds on each leg of a calf, ankle, and Achilles stretch. So 2 different positions with, and that is on the bigger, higher muscle in the calf. And then if you'll bring your foot a little bit closer and bend your knee, try to drive your knee forward, you'll get more lower down on the Achilles. 2 different portions of the lower extremity that we want to stretch and prep for the workout for today. Okay, so after you get done with 2 rounds of that, the only thing you need for this is kettlebell, and we're gonna do, kettlebell and a band. And for the band, you're gonna want one of the small to medium sized bands for the trunk rotation movement that we're gonna do. So 30 minutes, 3, 2, 1, go, countdown clock will start, but shoot for in the range of 4-ish, 4.5, even 5 rounds, but at a tune-up pace. So the movements today are going to slow you down because some of them have some detail in them, but also I want you to be prepped and ready and just have all of the dust kind of cleared away, sweat out all the champagne from the holiday weekend so that you can be ready for our benchmark tomorrow, okay? So begin with either 90 seconds on the bike or 90 seconds on the rower, right? After you finish that, we're doing 10 reps of our bird dog, and there's a coach's challenge on the bird dog. You guys know I like this one. The basic bird dog has hands and knees on the ground. I'm reaching elbow and knee together and then extending those 2 appendages outward, but I'm trying really hard not to rotate my spine when I do it. So as I reach out, I'm just squeezing the glute and the hamstring on the leg and squeezing the shoulder and the tricep on the arm, but trying not to pivot or swivel. And the way to make this a little bit more challenging is to pop your knees up off the ground and then try to do the same thing, but keep that knee just like an inch off the ground as you do it. That makes it much more challenging. Next one, burpees, right? So all the way to the ground. Odds are, at the time I do this workout, I'm probably not gonna feel like doing too many burpees, but you never know. 20 reps of walking kettlebell swing. So we're gonna have the lanes in the gym opened up for walking kettlebell swing, and I'll give you a couple different orientations about how to do it. But essentially, in the kettlebell swing, there is that momentary float here, right there. And that is the float period that we're gonna use to take a short step or a short pair of steps and move our body while we are swinging the kettlebell. So if we're going forward, it'll be step match, step match, step match, and backwards, step match, step match, step match, sideways, out, together, out, together. Right, we can do all those different orientations, and there's a couple different variations we can do with single hand, switching hands, etc. Right, so 20 reps of the walking kettlebell swing, then 10 reps of an air squat. Then we're gonna get 8 reps on each side of our stagger stance trunk rotation. So outside leg is forward, and I'm starting in kind of like that Pallof stance right there, but I'm gonna start with my hands pointed towards the rig with a little bit of tension on the band, and then without moving my lower body, I'm trying to pivot away, under control, right? And you gotta force yourself to really balance against that tension in the band as you do 8 reps on each side. When you switch sides, also switch legs. So now my outside leg is forward and I'm rotating through that movement. And then the last one is our AT raise at the wall. So this one, try to get your body straight. So move your hips away from the wall and just try to pull your toes up towards your shins. 20 reps with a little squeeze at the top. I like to try to feel the inside of my shoes with my toes every time I do that rep, and that makes sure that all those muscles in that anterior chain from the anterior tibialis up to the top of the foot and the ankle all get activated when you do that exercise, okay? And we're gonna go through that cycle just at that same moderate pace, like a sweaty, not aggressive, but not cool down pace either. So right in that middle zone. You might call this a low and slow workout, but it has more detail than usually I put into a low and slow workout. Lots more peaks and valleys than a low and slow workout. So you'll find some things difficult, but then you get a rest, and something difficult, and then you get another rest, okay? All right, and that is it for today. Happy Monday, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys for our workout on Tuesday.